Hello, welcome to episode 64 of Broken Records, a podcast which searches for the worst album ever made in the history of music. My name is Stephen Hill. I'm already finding this week's show really funny. We haven't even done anything yet. We haven't actually done anything. Renfrey Deadman's here. Be a Man by Randy Savage on the 7th of October 2003, the long-awaited debut solo album from Randy Mario Poffo, or as he was known in the ring, the Macho Man, or the Macho King, depending on what era you watched wrestling. One of the most recognisable faces in the World Wrestling Federation during what is known as the golden era of the company. You don't like wrestling, or you never really got into wrestling, Renfrey. Would that be fair to say that?
I would say I'm indifferent to wrestling. I'm aware of Macho Man Randy Savage, and I'm aware that he was a very flamboyant character in a style of wrestling that is incredibly flamboyant to begin with. But he stood out even in that world. As far as I'm aware.
He is regularly considered the greatest Intercontinental Champion ever for the World Wrestling Federation. He won the WWF title at Wrestlemania 4. I have a real kind of soft spot for WWF around, or WWE as it is now, but like the World Wrestling Federation at that period. Even though
we can call it WWF because that's what
we're
it's
going to
called
call it WWF.
Yeah, we'll call it WWF from this point.
And I got into it really, really heavily. First thing I ever saw was Macho Man Randy Savage being bitten by a snake. Macho Man Randy Savage allowed a real snake to actually bite his actual arm. I mean, unlike Vince McMahon, I do think that snake had been devenomized, because that was I don't think that snake's been devenomized. Madly, I think also something that's worth bringing up from around this time as context is a worse album than the actual one we're going to cover today. 1993's Wrestlemania, the album. Well, we should say, by the way, one of the producers of that album was Simon Cowell. Wrestlemania got to number 14 on the UK singles chart. The first single from that record got to number 4 in the UK singles chart, featuring Randy Savage, just after SummerSlam came out. It is Slam Jam. You remember? Slam Jam was the big single from that record. Do you remember Slam Jam?
Can you, is there a hook that you can sing to me?
Yes, I can. I'm glad you asked, actually, Renfrey, because I'm willing to sing the whole song. Now, before I do, right, I'll tell you why I know Slam Jam so well. The day before my 13th birthday, it was a Friday night, some of my friends came over for like a party and we had a sleepover. And my mum came into the room. This is real, right? It's a little 13, like, on the verge of my 30th birthday, and she went, "Steve, can you come into the other room quickly, please?" And she called me and she said, "Your granddad's just died." And then my dad came round the next day. He took us all to Pizza Hut, but he bought me a tape of hits, right? But Slam Jam was on it, and to lighten the mood for my 13th birthday, which had become a kind of a sad 13th birthday, we played Slam Jam on repeat from Overton to Portsmouth, which
How
is
long
like
a drive is
an
that?
hour and 10 minutes. And I think we must have listened to Slam Jam 15 times. So it basically starts with a little, and then Bret Hart goes, "The World Wrestling Federation today," and then we get a little guitar riff. Okay. And then it goes, and then the sort of beat kicks in again, and then it all sort of drops out, and and then you get the wrestlers. So you get Bret Hart going, "The Hitman, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Ooh yeah, Randy Savage, unbelievable, yeah. I'm the British Bulldog," and you're going down. "The Undertaker says, slam," and they go, "If I do make slam, it's a slam jam. Oh, everybody wants to pump with the British Bulldog. Yeah, well, the Hitman bends, but the Hitman does not break. Slam jam, thank you, ma'am. This is a Macho Man. Oh yeah, the Undertaker says, slam." And the Undertaker, he only says, I thought the Undertaker went in and he went, "I'm only doing one line." "Oh, can you do 2 lines? Because there's 2. Everyone else is doing 2 lines." And the Undertaker went, "No." And then there's a rap that goes, We're the cream. We roll like a team, but every real team needs a theme. So here it is for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then there's some like Mario Kart coin noises. They've just chimed. So here I am, the man to get with the jam or slam. I'll pick up the phone, man, pumping, drying, something, roll like a lion, pound for pound, round for round. Mama said, take you out and pump it, thump it, slump it, get with the jam. I'm slamified, you make slam. It's a slam jam. Oh, and then it sort of goes out with people just going, Randy Savage, oh yeah, The Undertaker, and Bret Hart going, the excellence of it. It's very good.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
I hadn't listened to Slam Jam.
Was it played at your grandfather's funeral?
25 years. But then anyway, from nowhere, literally from nowhere, it seems, this album, I couldn't find that much of a story behind it at all, really. It just sort of seemed to appear. Randy Savage just picks up the mic. There's a segment on Fuse TV, which basically is Randy Savage at a festival backstage with his entourage, door stopping 50 Cent and just going up to him and giving him a copy of the album, saying, I've got a rap album. And 50 Cent's like, oh, yeah. And then he says, tell the people what you think of it. And bearing in mind, he's literally been handed it 2 seconds ago. This is how much of a fucking sellout 50 Cent is. He goes, if you ain't got this, then you don't know what music is. You haven't even heard it.
Get a shot of this right here, you hear me? Snap it to a Slim Savage, boy. If you don't got it, you don't know what music is.
Renfrey, what do you think of Be a Man by the Macho Man Randy Savage?
Starting with the intro, I mean, the intro is effectively a load of different people expressing their shock or disdain that Randy Savage is trying to rap, right? It's like, oh my God, I'm Macho Man Randy Savage. And there's like a fake news broadcast.
There's one guy who goes, he hit that one guy in the head once.
The funniest guy for me is the British guy that they bring on. So he has 3 lines. I wrote all 3 of them down. I'm going to try and do them in my best English clipped accent. He says, I hear he's going to be working on a rap CD and it's going to be hot. Is one.
Yeah.
The next one is, Macho Man is real big overseas. He's the wrestling king. And I saw him on the TV in wrestling match. Boy, did he kick that guy's butt.
People want to know if Macho's still in the ring. People want to know if Randy's doing his thing. I'm not sure either of those things were true in 2003.
People
I'm not
don't
sure.
care.
I didn't think people were that fussed. Everybody's talking, want to know this and that. I mean, already ran out of things. What are the 3 things people really want to know about you, mate? Well, people still want to know if I'm in the ring. That's number 1. They want to know if I'm still doing my thing. What's the 3rd thing? Oh, this and that. This and that. Like, can you be more specific? Oh, I actually can't. I actually can't be more specific.
It is full of those really hilarious rhyming couplets, isn't it, this album? Like, full of them. There's one on Let's Get It On. Ooh, yeah, you don't believe me, bring it on, dude. I'd advise that you don't, because I'm not in the mood. It's one of my favourites.
There's so many. I ain't going to worry, baby. I ain't going to push. Won't push, baby. So come on, baby. Stop beating around the bush. Let's get it on. Whoa. You said 2 seconds ago you weren't going to push. I ain't going to worry, baby. I'm not going to push. I'm not going to pressure you, but get your fucking tits out. No. Do it now. Just fiddling with his jeans. Don't worry. No pressure on a first date. No, as he fucking hammers his erection down with a mallet. Like, what the fuck?
You'll remember me from back in the days, the wrestling OG, Randy Savage don't play, been chilling in the cut, but I'm back on the scene. I'm still kick your butt because I'm still real mean.
So don't sleep, I'm constantly dropping a bomb. Like on your CD-ROM, it's machoman.com.
Oh, that is dated.
Pièce de la resistance of this album, possibly.
Track.
Be a Man, the Hulk Hogan diss track. Slagging him off for doing phone commercials. You're advertising Slim Jims, mate. Randy Savage was the face of fucking Slim Jims.
Was he? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Years.
Need a long statement? Never do it, Slim Jim.
Well, he says your movie straight to video, the box office can't stand, while I got myself a feature role in Spiderman. It's a cameo.
Hulk Hogan's in Rocky 3.
Of course he is. Yeah.
And No Holds Barred, it was his first kind of lead role. I don't know if you've ever seen that, where he plays Rip.
No, that doesn't.
No Holds Barred is the movie equivalent of this album. In fact, I think this album is better than No Holds Barred.
Right.
But anyway, there's some unbelievable shit lyrically.
Hollywood Hulkster, you're at the end of your rope, and I'm gonna kick you in the butt and wash your mouth out with soap. It's one of my favourites.
You try to ignore me, think I'll go away, but I'm a keep on messing with you, dude, day after day. And once you step to Macho, you're through. The joke's on you, so Hulk, what you gonna do? Probably nothing, because you're a real big punk. You called up my dad on the phone, man. Use a chump. Did that happen?
Did it
happen? I don't know.
And why are you so angry about that?
Don't call my dad.
How dare you call my dad?
Put that cigarette out.